Hello, good evening friends. Now I am going to deliver my lecture on capital assets pricing model. This topic is basically concerned with the CAPM unit first of corporate financial management. In this unit you will understand, you will learn uh, how the capital assets pricing is done, and this model basically was originally developed in 1952 by Henry Markowitz, and later this was fine tuned by the William F. Sharpe. After studying this, after learning this video or watching this video, you definitely will be able to understand that how the risks are reduced, how the risks are reduced, and how the unsystematic risks are eliminated through the diversification. The measurement of risk basically will let you know the risk measurement of the systematic and unsystematic returns portfolios, and also you will know why the aggressive stocks do not remain stable and why the other stocks remains unstable. After knowing this, how the stability and instability work and why the stability and instability occurs in these kinds of portfolios, this also will let you know exactly the nature of systematic and unsystematic risks. Also at the last you will be able to compute the value of risk premium and the beta. Basically the model as we have discussed was developed and fine-tuned by the William F. Sharpe in 1964. The formula of this CAPM model is KE is equal RF plus beta into the risk premium. Risk premium is the difference between market return and the risk-free return. This model basically describes the relationship between systematic risk and unexpected return for assets, particularly stocks. Model emphasizes that the investors face two kinds of risk. One is systematic and another is unsystematic. In the last lecture we just have discussed in very brief. Now we are going to discuss this in detail. Okay, the systematic risk are systematic risk. Basically the risk remains and cannot be diversified away is called the systematic, and these kinds of risks are called non-diversified risk in market or the market risk. Systematic risk is the risk of the whole economy or the financial system going down and causing low or negative returns. These kinds of returns basically having some natures. It is a whole market and or the world specific or macro in nature. This is due to the internal interest and risk, rising inflation. This may be the COVID-19 and unavoidable unpredictability is there, and non-deductibility and irreducible through the diversification. The lockdown may be the example of it. Right now we are facing, I mean all the Indians and almost all the countries of the world are facing the situation. So conclusion may be the systematic risk cannot be avoided by adding more investments to the portfolio, and it is not possible to reduce by the diversification. Next, unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk basically a kind of risk which can be reduced by diversifying the securities in the portfolios. The nature of the unsystematic risk is totally differ from the systematic risk, and these kinds of risk may be reduced by using the diversification in the portfolios. Suppose unsystematic risk. If we talk about the unsystematic risk, suppose you invest all your funds in a company. If you do so, you will face all kinds of risk in the future. Like, let's put all eggs in your basket and ride a bike for the supply of eggs. What will happen? It's better. But once this systematic? No, it's a unsystematic risk. But these kinds of risk can be reduced by some by risk applying some diversifications, and this diversification may be like this. And diversification basically is the risk management technique that mixes the wide variety of investment within the portfolio to reduce or to minimize the impact of the risk on a portfolio. Thank you. We'll discuss the next part of this lecture in the next one. Thank you.